viewers at home, this is Toriola, and we are here at the Sticker Media International, one of the biggest and the most sensational TV station in the city of Houston, the United States of America. So with the MD of the company, Shino Ayo Oyinlola, the only man that everybody knows, the man of the people, and one of the media executive that is rocking in the Nigerian community in Houston. I'm here this evening with one of most important guests of the moment, the rock of the moment, our presidential aspirant who is vying for the post of president in Nigeria presently. Join me as I welcome Fadojoe Oluwadare Joseph.
Thank you. Some people know me as Fadojoe. Some people call me Obailukan. Different names. Being an Hollywood actor, I am vying for the #1 seat in Nigeria, and I hope that I get everyone's support. Thank you, sir.
I'm Toriola once again. So I present and report for the Sticker Media International and also the newly established media and social event and entertainment magazine in the city of Houston called The Elegance. We'll be looking at some issues as relates to your ambition to become the next president of the country, Nigeria, one of the most populous black nation in the world, and a country that every other country is always interested in to know what is going on about. 2023 election is one of the fighter elections in history. It is peculiar because of a lot of issues that are currently plaguing Nigeria now at the moment. But before we go to that major issue, I want to let you know that you are a young man, and everybody in Nigeria now is clamoring for a young man who is very decisive, who is very focused, and who understands what is happening in Nigeria. What can you tell us informed your ambition to become the president of Nigeria in the first place?
Thank you, moderator. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to Nigerians through this medium. And every time that I have the platform to talk to Nigerians, I'm always glad because it is going to be enable them to see through me and to see that what we have in our country is not just my only fight. It's a fight for every one of us. I realize that let me put it this way. You know, in the issue of black people around the world, there was a time that the black people were forced to Europe, forced to America, forced to Canada for slavery. And you know, in the course of history, we fought all of that, and now slavery has been abolished, and now black people are beginning to get a space and get their place in the world. But right now, I realize that we have voluntarily left Nigeria to come to Africa, to Europe. And now it is becoming that we are not able to go back to that country anymore because of insecurity, because of kidnapping, because of hunger, because of joblessness. And an average Nigerian see traveling abroad as a way of escape, which is not supposed to be so. And Americans will travel out for vacation, but we travel out to escape out of our country. That shows how bad the home is. We have been complaining about it for too long. That it is time for us to do something about it. And I realize that our fathers, they are analog, so they cannot do more than it's in the system. So we, in a digital age with international exposure, should be able to come in and see how we can talk this around in our nation. And this informed my reason to join the race.
If I may ask you further, you know, for every politician in Nigeria, people expect that you are supposed to have a platform. What is your structure, or what can you tell us about your political history?
Thank you for that question. It's a question that everybody asks me all the time. And I tell them that in a country where you have structure, that is a country where you think, okay, there's a structure in this country, so Why don't you start from here, from there, or from there? But we have a country that has no structure. There is not a single structure that is working in Nigeria. The police is not working. The immigration, the youth structure, the elderly, the young. There is no structure that is working in our country. so in a country where there is no structure,
interesting.
How do you now tell somebody, oh, why don't you start from the House of Rep, then move to ladder? There is no structure. So I'm looking for a country where it has everything but lack everything.
And the structure can be organized.
The structure can be organized by on top. Let's put somebody on top who can now organize the structure and say, no, let's do things differently. This is not the way things are going to be done. Let's computerize Nigeria and make sure the country is one. And stop using paper where people steal money and burn house, burn CBN, burn Central Bank, or burn everywhere. Let us package a country where you'll be able to know what we are doing. We shouldn't have a country where we have oil and yet we are importing oil. A country where we have best of lecturers, best of doctors, but yet they are abroad. Brain drain. So it's a country that nothing is working. If something must work, we need a leader, one leader, to come on top and turn things around. And that is the reason why I'm vying for the position. I'm not desperate. It's not because I'm stupid. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of work. The structure I have is the people. The people of Nigeria who have suffered for so long. The people of Nigeria who are suffering from hunger. The same people of Nigeria who are being kidnapped every day, who are being killed every day. The ones who are running out of Nigeria every day because there's no hope. They are my structure. Thank you.
This is interesting. Well, thank you, Mr. Fadojoe, for that awesome response to your question. You said something about, solving Nigeria problem, that you understand the Nigerian problem, Nigeria has no structure, then you want to move away from paper to computerized system. You know, everybody knows that it's always better said than done. So if you understand Nigeria very well, you know, for some years now, or even since independence, successive governments have struggled with the power problem in Nigeria. Even the Buhari government that promised us power has failed us in the area of power. How do you intend to address the issue of power?
If you go to my website, fadojoe.com, one of the things I like there is what we're going to do with the power. Power is life. Light is life. A country that has no light is dead. And that is why we are where we are today.
A country that has no light
is dead.
Is no light. It's no life. It's dark.
It's no life. Because light is life, so no light is no life. And that is why we have no life in our country.
Wow.
So the first 61 days, in 61 years, we have not had light in our country. In the first 61 days, I will put together the best of Nigerian to see how we can sit down and look at the problem of light. But before now, I've had consultations about this light issue. First and foremost, my first question is that why are we using 220 volts in Nigeria when we can use 120 like other parts of the world? That is one. Secondly is that when you are talking about this light in question, a lot of sabotage is what is happening there. When you allow those who are sabotaging the country to sponsor your election and be godfather, then it means that when you get there, then they will tell you, don't touch the light, we are the one in charge of it. Because they are importing generators, or because they are importing cables and all that.
Interesting.
So I hope, like I told you, that my structure is Nigerian people. I want Nigerian people to look straight into my eyes and say, let's support this young man with $10, with $20, with $100. Let him go there by not owing any godfather. So that when I get there and you are telling me you are the one behind no lights in Nigeria, I will send you to jail. Go and stay there until we fix the light. And if we have no experts in Nigeria that can fix light, I will go to Ghana, where they have lights there. I will go to South Africa, where I don't even have to go abroad to other white man country. Black man nation, where there are stable light, I will go there and ask them to come and help us. In the first 1 year, we will have light in Nigeria, because when we have light, we cut Nigerian problem in half. And that's what we're going to do, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You stood up one day and you decided that you want to run for the presidency of this country. Under which political party are you running?
Thank you. Right now, I'm going to be running under Labour Party. When I stood out and to announce to the world that I'll be running for Nigerian presidency, My structure was only 2 people. But now, as of today, my structure is 3.8 million in Nigeria. And it's growing every day. I spoke with a young man today. He was part of the people who has been fighting for Nigerian independence, Nigerian freedom, good life, way of life. And he said, after 2015, that they gave up on Nigeria and said, oh, this country is done. That they went away. And now, when he came across my poster, my flyers, and he went online, looking at all the news media stories and all that, then one of my coordinators reached out to him in Katsina, and he said, well, if you have a young man like this, a youth like this, who is hungry for his country, then some of us that are retired should come up and join him. There are people in Nigeria, good people, who still want that. I know a lot of people have given up on that country, but I can assure you, Nigeria will be great again.
Wow, you have so much tenacity and assurance that you can solve Nigerian problem.
It's not going to be me solving it. It's we. It's a we project. See, Nigerian problem is a we project. Once we have a government that has a direction, that can give people direction, then things will be done.
But I want you to know, Fadojoe, Nigerian problems are multifaceted and quite multidimensional in nature. You look at it from educational point of view, the economic point of view, social, cultural, religious, and ethnicity point of view. You can go on and on, and you may not get to the end of it. So, and I see Nigeria as, in fact, a world on its own, your project. How do you intend to raise money to fund your programs if elected into office?
Thank you. Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world. The problem we have is corruption. Nigeria is a country where we borrow money, but to loot the money. Nigeria is when you travel home and you begin to see some buildings, you begin to wonder. There are houses that are built in millions of naira, millions of dollars. When you check records of rich men around the world, I can assure you that before you look at the first 100, you see Nigerians there. And you begin to wonder, right now, Nigeria has the highest number of private jets than even people in America. So that goes to tell you there is money in our country. It is just mismanagement. It's just corruption. Let me give you an instance. Just one instance. Now, we have crude oil. As a couple of days ago, the government is trying to get some people who are illegally trading on crude oil. You now begin to ask yourself, how did the people that you're talking about got crude oil, how did they get to where they are getting it? So a lot of corruption is going on in every sector of our country. Now look at the police sector. Instead of police to generate money for the government, they generate it for their pocket. Because when police stops you and your fine is 10,000, you give policeman 2,000 and go away. It means that 8,000, the government is short of 10,000. Because 2,000 goes to your pocket.
Fadojoe.
That is one.
Hold on.
I've not finished. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, ways a lot of ways we can raise money.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But I just want to take you on that issue of corruption.
Okay.
If Obasanjo could fail in fighting corruption, if Buhari, who is Mr. Integrity,
could fail,
and who everybody expected, I personally campaigned for President Muhammadu Buhari in 2014. I almost became the enemy of most of my friends in my office and even in the political party in Ibadan there.
Do you know why they failed?
Buhari failed.
Do you know why they failed?
And that is why somebody like me, who is a journalist, I'm disappointed. And people have asked me, why am I not supporting APC? I said, I would rather remain adamant rather than supporting APC.
Let me tell you why they failed.
Because the only pinnacle which everybody expected that Buhari will rise or will ride under in order to solve the problem of the country. You understand? Which is anti-corruption.
Yes.
He failed on it.
Do you know why he failed?
And why did he fail?
First and foremost, age was not on his side. That is one.
Age is just a number, Fadojoe. I don't want to agree.
No, listen. Yeah. You know now, the man has been seeking an out. So, age is not on his side.
Listen, Fadojoe.
Hold on, sir. You asked me a question.
Excuse me, sir.
You asked me a question. Let me answer.
Okay, let me hear you out.
Okay, you asked me a question. Let me answer. Now, age is not it. Even the man said, if I knew that I won't be able to handle this, I would not have ventured into it. He said it. I'm not saying it. The Buhari of First Republic General was not the Buhari that came into power.
Fadojoe.
That is one. Let me finish. Secondly, is that you cannot fight a corruption where you are not able to make people a scapegoat. In 7 years, under Buhari, nobody went to jail for corruption. Let me begin to mention to you. A woman in JAMB office said snake ate money. What happened to the man? Nothing happened to the woman. Under the opposition we are talking about, Kwakwanso was the Minister of Defense. Every money that was supposed to be used to buy equipment for the military, for everything, what happened? The ship of Kwakwanso sank and fish swallow all the equipment. What happened? Did he go to jail? No. I'm still talking. Now, couple of months ago, a man, NDDC chairman, could not account for a lot of money. What happened to the woman? The man went to National Assembly, he fainted. After fainted, case closed. So any government that wants to fight corruption must be ready to put 1, 2, 3 people as a scapegoat. In Nigeria, APC and PDP, they are one party. Because if your party loses, you cross to the other one. Because once you cross, you are shielded. This party loses, you cross here. So we are playing game with young people. So if we're going to fight corruption, let me finish that.
Yes, sir.
If we're going to fight corruption, is that you're going to look yourself in the eye, whether somebody is in your party or outside your party. If they fail to their duty, you put them in jail. If you put 1, 2, 3 people in jail for corruption, I can assure you every other person will sit tight. And finally, if you computerize Nigeria, you will have cut corruption in half. If you computerize Nigeria, you will have cut corruption in half. And I'll tell you why. In the last 8 years, there is only one building that is always getting bought in Abuja. You know where it is? The Treasury Department. Can you ask me the reason why that's the only one building? Not a flat of a house, not a warehouse, but a Treasury Department. Every time we raise issue of money, they burn it down because it's paperwork. During the COVID, they got a lot of billions from the world, and when it's time to account for it, they burn it down. About a month ago, they still burn it down. Every 6 months, they burn it down. Treasury Department. Computerize the country. If you like, burn down Treasury. The same record is in Nassau Rock. Then you realize that you will have cut corruption in half. We're not going to finish it one day, but bit by bit we can do it, and it's possible.
I understand. You seem to understand the Nigerian problem to a large extent, but you know, one thing I will remind you quickly is that it is not that simple. And if I may pick from some of your responses to my last question,
okay,
you mentioned the age issue on Buhari.
Yes.
That one of the issues or one of the challenges or factors that militated against
7 years out of his presidency, he spent 8 years abroad for medical treatment.
Excuse me, sir. Listen, I just want to let you realize some things why it is not that easy, and I want you to just look at your own personality. You understand? You know, governance and government are not a straightforward affair.
Definitely.
You understand?
The road is going to be rough. I'm not saying it's going to be as easy, but when you know,
it's not perpendicular.
When you know what you want to do,
cyclical. Leadership and governance are cyclical in nature. It is easy when you are the MD of your company and you can hire and fire. You understand? But when it comes to a government or a president that is politically or democratically elected, there are certain limitations. You understand? Most especially you are not going to rule by fiat.
We have laws.
You are going to be ruling by constitution.
And we have laws. If we can follow that constitution, our country will be the best in the world.
I understand what you are saying.
A lot of people are above doing in Nigeria. Let me give you an example. I'm sorry. Let me give you an example.
No, Fadojoe, just hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You know, I said I was picking some responses in order to, take you further.
Okay.
So that we can be on the same page. Okay. And you can tell Nigerians what your views are and why you said all these things that you have said and how possible they are.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Now, Buhari is of age. You understand? You are a young man. You understand? You also mentioned that if you put people in jail, they will stop corruption. On the age factor, if you look at successful countries in the world that are making waves or that are solving problems and progressing economically, socially, politically, and otherwise, America is one of them. And I'm happy that you live in America.
It is one of them.
Let me tell you. Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Let me ask you.
I'm going to take you on that.
Yeah. President Biden is how old?
Let me take you on that.
Oh, answer that question.
You are talking
President Biden is how old?
You are talking about the country.
President.
You asked me a question. Let me answer, sir.
The immediate past president, President Trump,
you asked me a question,
was how old?
Can I answer, sir?
Yeah, answer me.
You are talking about a country that has structure. Point of correction. You are talking about a country that has structure. In America, American president is more or less a ceremonial.
No, I just want you to know that age is not a factor in solving problem of a country.
If Biden
was
brought to Nigeria, I can assure you that Biden might not be able to perform. Some may not be able to perform because why?
It will not perform because of our environment.
No, because we have no structure in the first place. First and foremost. And don't forget, let me finish. We have in America, the president of America has only 20% work to do. Because there are structures everywhere. The only thing he's doing is formulating policies, then give to National Assembly. They are the one that will look at it, approve or disapprove. In our country, power, work, everything is centralized on the head of the government. So it's going to take a young man to be able to carry the weight until we change our constitution. I hope to do something. I learned that we have.
What do you hope to do?
I learned that we have 250 ethnic tribes. When I become president, I'm going to constitute a 500-man panel. Two from each tribe. No tribe will have 3, but 2. So at the end of the day, it will be even. 500-man panel, let them sit down and review our constitution and give us a new one. So that we can call it we, the people. Not the one that was given to us by the military, and up to now, we're having problem with it. So I'm going to set up a 500-man panel that will look at our constitution and review it and give us a new one that will carry everybody. So by then, no Nigerian tribe will say I wasn't part of the constitution.
I was
marginalized. I was excluded. So if you can begin to do all of these things, you will carry people along. People will follow you. They will believe in you. Then back to the leader of leadership. Nigerian government is Nigerian president is the most powerful in the world because power is centralized to Nigerian president. And there's no structure. But in this part of the world, look at even white man. As all of us are working at 60, we are expected to be retired. Why do you think that it is designed for us to retire at 60? Because they know that at 60, your brain is winding down. The senses is winding down. The age is going to catch up on you whether you like it or not. That is why retirement age is 60. How can you tell me when you say retirement age is 60 in my home country, starting work age is 65? So age is always a factor. You cannot compare Zelensky of Ukraine right now to the former president of Afghanistan that ran away and dropped his country for Taliban because it's an old man. So it has a lot to play in the way we run our country. Give that country to Fadojoe Joseph and see if you will not come back and locate back to your country in 4 years' time.
What if I've decided to live in America and not go back to my country?
Well, when you are hearing good news about your country, you probably come for vacation and realize that it's better than where you're coming from. You will choose to stay.
All right.
We
shall wait and see.
I'm hoping to see the Sika Media International operating from Nigeria very soon.
Okay, maybe I will tell MD, CEO, the sticker. Maybe he's interested to relocate to Nigeria.
Thank you. No. I want to build hope in our people have lost hope in our country.
Yeah, true.
First and foremost, because you need to have hope in the country. Why do you want to travel abroad? You not be to US.
It is what you believe in that you want to.
You want to go to Japan because the hope is that I'll make it there. So let's build up in our country. Let's build up of the people and let people begin to see, from the hope. Everybody will begin to contribute their own quota and we'll make a great country. Sometimes ago, Nigeria was the greatest in Africa. What happened today? I have a GoFundMe. Any other way you can support me, please support me. Support us. Give us a billboard. Give us a car. Sponsor something. A t-shirt. I'm going to run this election on the money of Nigerian people. So that when I get there, I'll be accountable to only one person, the Nigerian people. Sir.
All right. Well, you are a Yoruba man.
Yes.
Do you believe in Europa Nation?
Thank you for that question.
Which has been a controversial issue.
Thank you for that question.
For the past 2-3 years now.
Yes, thank you for that question. And I'll answer it in a different way. First and foremost, I'm not running as a Yoruba man. I'm not running as an Igbo man. I am running as a Nigerian. Because all these things were what our fathers and leaders have used to divide our nation. I'm not running as a Christian or as a Muslim. I'm running as a Nigerian. American will tell you they're American before they tell you they are from this, they're from that. So once we begin to bring tribe and religion to our election, to our economy, they will begin to destroy our nation. It is what has destroyed to where we are today. Now, to Yoruba Nation, I told most of my Yoruba people that our problem is not Yoruba Nation. Our problem has always been Yoruba leaders. We have had opportunities in different ways in Nigeria. If you are talking about we are being marginalized, the Southwest, how have we developed Southwest enough for us to say Southwest is better than the North? That our leaders have ruled us in the Southwest and have done it better? No. Look at Nigerian history up to 1960 till date. The people that have always betrayed their people is the Yoruba people. If you look at other tribes, the Igbos, the Hausas, they are together. Even where we are in America here, how many of the Yoruba people can you actually trust? So our problem is not Yoruba Nation. I can assure you, if they give us...
So you are saying indirectly, how can we be a nation when we are not even...
Inside Yoruba Nation, inside Yoruba Nation, if it's Fadi Motakeke, Egbak will not work with Ibadan. Akure will not work with Ondo. Even inside Yoruba people. So how do you not call it a nation? If you come to a nation, by the time you get a task, if you get a nation finished, you will see the same problem. You go do and fighting. Ibadan and Ibadan fighting. So our problem is not a nation. Our problem is just leadership. Fix leadership and fix Nigeria.
Oh my God. This is interesting. Well, this is where we are going to thank you, Mr. Fadojoe. It's nice having you this evening on one-on-one with Shinayo Oyinlola. So this is where we'll be rounding off this evening. Like I said earlier, my name is Toriola. So I'm the MD CEO of the newly established social event and entertainment magazine in the city of Houston, the United States of America. The magazine is called The Elegance. So, and we have been talking to one of the most vibrant, one of the most intelligent, very aggressive when it comes to getting things done, timely and managerial inclined presidential aspirant, Mr. Fadojoe. Is ready to take Nigeria to the next level, and is seeking your support to support him and take him to that pinnacle of leadership in the Nigeria history. He's a young man. He knows your problem. He understands your plight, and as he has said, you have heard from the horse mouth. It's not going to fail you. It's not going to disappoint you. If you have any question, he has given you the website. You can drop your questions on the website and get in touch with him, maybe via mail, and he will not hesitate to answer any of your questions. Before I sign out, let me ask Mr. Faduri Joseph if he has one or two things to say to the viewers at home.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. It was an interesting debate and I enjoyed it. I'm happy that I'm able to talk to Nigerian people.
Awesome.
And finally, I will say, my fellow Nigerians, wherever you are around the world, in America, in Canada, and in Europe, or even in Nigeria, this next election is about the soul of our country. It's about the soul of our nation. Whatever happened in this election will determine what will happen in 8 years in our country. So I want to tell you that please, I am sacrificing something for us to rescue our country. What are you going to sacrifice to rescue that country? You may be out of that country today, think you have escaped to Europe, you've escaped to America and Canada. Imagine what happened in Ukraine. What if something happened abroad where you are? Where would you run to? And that is why we must come together now to rescue our country. The home is always home wherever you find yourself. Please join me and let's see how we can rescue our country. Be my sponsor, not a godfather to be my sponsor. Please join me. Go to my website, fadojoe.com, and see how you can support me. Let us come together and we can make Nigeria great again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fadojoe Joseph. It's nice having you once again. And to you, our viewers at home, we thank you for your time and watching us this evening. And we promise to be with you next time with more fabulous and fantastic engagement. Thank you, and God bless you all.